Hi guys, today I am finally back with a flip through of my completed December daily album. Sorry it's taken me such a long time. I had a feeling when I went back to work it was going to get pretty crazy and I wouldn't have a whole lot of time to get this up. So I finally have it up. Like I said, I'm apologize for being a little bit late, but here it is. So I'm gonna do a chit chatty kind of walkthrough of the album, but then I'll also have a less chit chatty version on YouTube as well with just to music. So just whichever one you would like to watch, you can definitely watch. So this one, like I said, it will be the chit chatty one. So here is the album. This was made with a chipboard cover, and then this is actually a placemat. Hopefully you guys can see that. A placemat that I got from Goodwill, and I just cut it down and sewed it so that it would fit the spine. And then this is just muslin fabric, and it's glued down with some PVA glue. So that's just what this is. And I have 4 signatures in here, and they're tied with some wax linen thread. And then the front cover is an old Golden Book Rudolph album. This is a printable that I got from an online place. I can't remember where I got that from. I think I was just searching around Google and I found it. And then I have some fabric, some cheesecloth, some lace and everything like that. This is some coffee dyed recipe paper. And so that's kind of the album. You're going to see throughout the whole album that I have the cheesecloth, some of the different kinds of the lace, printables, and all that. So that's kind of the whole theme of the album. So let's dig in. So here is the first page. I'm just making sure I'm in frame. This is the first page. I wanted to add, and it's very chunky as you can see. Hopefully I can lay it flat enough that you guys can actually see it well. But here is the page. I did end up adding and using all of the Rudolph book in this journal. And here I just use an old vintage card that I got from the antique mall. And I use one of the vintage tags I got, put the year, and then add just a little bit of collaging on here because I think it said mom or something like that. So I didn't want that there. Here is just the envelope that went with this card. And then I tucked in a little journaling card that kind of said what I was thinking about and what I was excited about for the year. And then I just added a little tab in here. And so that just slips in the pocket. So like that, and then I left this open so the tip of the envelope would tuck in. So I'll talk you through some of this stuff. I won't talk you through the entire, all the details because I did have process videos pretty much for all of everything that I did here. But if you have any questions, make sure you leave these in the link below. And if you enjoy the video, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you have any questions. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you guys as a subscriber to the channel. Hopefully I'll be doing a lot more junk journaling this year. This is something that's kind of new to me that I'm pretty excited about, and some other things like Project Life and things like that. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have some videos up shortly. Like I said, with work, you just never know, but I'm hoping to get some up. So here on this first page, most of my journaling is going to be on like hidden journaling, not for any reason that I felt like I needed to hide it. It just worked out that the pages, it just didn't leave a lot of area for journaling, or I didn't want to see the journaling on the page. So a lot of times I did these tucks like this and then put the journaling on the tags. And you can see more of that lace and some twine. So that one I just made a pocket here. So that goes in like that. And then I have just a charm hooked on this fabric. This is a picture of me and my daughter by the Christmas tree. This is just some layered up and some cheesecloth and some stickers and things like that. This actually is a coffee filter, or actually a tea filter that I used here, just tucked it in for some extra texture. Next page, this is a picture of just my daughter, just some more printables from, this is the KB and Friends printables that I used, some doily, washi tape that I layer down, and then I just mounted the photo. It's a black and white photo. Another page of the Rudolph book. Here is day 2. This is just me and my new Christmas jammies. And then I did the same journaling thing here where I did the tag. And then I put the number 2 so it dangles on there. And then my journaling's on the back. Did some stamping and used some vellum. And that just tucks in. Another one of the KB and Friends printables here. Let's see if I can get that in there. so chunky. It makes it hard to get in. So here is some hand stitching thing that I did before the album. I started on the album. I just made some embellishments to go with the album so I wouldn't have to be fussing with it the whole time I was making it. So that's that. Some stickers from one of the Cartabella kits that I got. Here is day 3. I just did a little pull out here with a paper clip. I held it down. So this comes out this way. And then it also has all the journaling on here like this. And so that just kind of tucks in and then it clips on, which is a little bit of a cumbersome clip, but I can get it on there. Okay. Here is a picture of my cat and dog on my lap. And here is a journaling tuck spot here. Just stamped December Joy with an old Ellie Edwards stamp. And then December Love. Did some stamping or some typing on my typewriter, my old typewriter. And some zigzag stitching. This is a doily from Little Bindi Crafts, or Little Bindi on Etsy. She has a bunch of different Christmas packs. I think this is Christmas pack 1. So that one is in her Etsy shop. I did some layering with a Tim Holtz metal piece and some cheesecloth. Another one of the stickers from the Cartabella. This one actually is a pocket when you flip it open. So you can see here that there's a pocket that I made. This is just coffee dyed paper. I added these little clips here. Pins here. Hopefully you guys can see that. And that's number 4. Just use these little ball pins to clip them on. And so here's a pocket. So there is a picture of my daughter. And then these other cards. This is another tag that slips in here. You can see this is a slip-in spot. So I made like a pocket. So it slips in. Paper clip. This is some pictures on another card of my daughter's school. So I don't really want to show that too much because there's kids in there. They're kind of blurry. You really can't see them very much, but still. Here's another picture of my daughter in her Christmas sweater that she picked out. Hopefully the glare is not too bad on here. You know what? I'm going to stand up and so I can see the screen a little better. So hopefully you're not getting as much of a glare. So hopefully we can get this. All right. So there's a little wood veneer piece, some lace, and some more fabric, and just kind of flippy here. And then I did sew around the photo. Here is a picture of us at TGI Fridays with dessert. Another one of the KB and Friends printables. I just stitched all around that in some red thread. It looks like it's kind of coming up a little bit. I put a little bit of glue on that while I'm sitting here. So this is just some thickers that came in the Hip Kit Club paper pack that I was using and embellishment stuff. It was an old one. I think I got it either last year or the year before. So I used elements from that throughout this album as well. So that's where these letters came from. And then I just did my journaling on the back here. And then this tucks back in here like that. Another one of those embellishments that I made ahead of time with a little Santa, a button, some cheesecloth, some different things like that. In the middle of my album, I did put little snowflakes to cover up the ends of the twine for the binding. Here is another page with another ruffle that I made with the muslin that I dyed with coffee, and then just some pictures and then some journaling. This card actually I did all around that. I did with washi tape. So I just used the washi tape, put that down on a white piece of paper, and then mounted the photo. Next is a little library pocket that I had made using some coffee dyed paper, another one of those printables. And then just some various cards that I tucked in here that has decoration, doilies, and some journaling. And then I did color my staples gold. So I just used a gold marker on that, a Sharpie marker, and then it worked perfectly. So these just tuck in here. I used some of this, what's it called? Like trim to cover up the staples. I'll show you that a little closer. So that just covers up the staple because this is the nice part of the staple and the other ugly part of the staple is here. So I just covered that up. Those kind of tuck in. Oops. Here is another pocket that I made. This is a picture of my daughter. We went to JCPenney's to get our Christmas cards done. So that is her. And then I just have this fabric piece here, the number 9 with a safety pin, some little sticker that I got on an envelope. I think my daughter got that in a Christmas card or another card that my aunt sent her. This is just another piece of a picture with some of the printables from KB and Friends on there. Next page. So this one is a photo of my cat and my dog on my lap, just some more embellishing, the number 10 for the day. I did my journaling, on the back again. This is some dictionary paper that's coffee dyed. I did some embossing on the background here, and then just added a piece. This whole piece here I made ahead of time before I made the journal, and then I just added this rubber charm here from that hip kit that I was talking about a minute ago. Here on this side, these just paper clip in. This is a piece of vellum that I folded over. So you can see here, it's just a piece of vellum folded over. I added a little bit of coffee dyed dictionary paper that was ruffled and stitched with some red thread. Here is the tag that I made, another one of those rubber charms you can see. And then the number 11. This is a piece of vintage ephemera that I got from the antique mall. This is another one of the little bindi crafts, or little bindi, sorry, on Etsy doilies. I stitched it around, used some scrap fabric here that I had left over. And then I had a picture of the people that I went with to lunch for work. And then I did some journaling, so it's a little flip out here again. And then this is just washi tape again. So that's what I have there. And like I said, I just kind of have this held in with this little paper clip that I made using some fabric and some twine. Nothing too special. And then it just really wasn't staying, so I just grabbed another paper clip. I didn't decorate this one, but I just I'm using this on the bottom to keep everything in place. So then flipping to the next page, this one was just a decorated page that I wanted to make. I wanted to use this vintage postcard. So this is from 1926, and I don't know who these people are, but I just absolutely love this postcard. I love the handwriting, so I wanted to include that in the little pocket here. This is another little bindi printables, and then just a piece of fabric and a button. Here's more Rudolph paper. Here is just a card I made with the number 12. I glued this down with some glue dots and then did journaling on the back. This is tissue paper that I used my distress ink to make it brownish color instead of a white color that it was before. Paper clip holds in this envelope here. The envelope holds another one of the vintage cards that I got from the antique mall. And if you open it up, it just has a picture of my daughter and us at our little potluck thing that we had. So it's just real simple. And then that just tucks back in here. And then everything paper clips to here with this little star paper clip. The star paper clip I've had in my stash forever, and I thought it was perfect. It went well with the theme. If I can get it on there correctly, that would be better. There we go. So it looks like a star. Flip it over. This is another one of the doilies from Little Bindi. I printed it out. This is just another little embellishment I made with some lace, fabric, and some buttons. Some slow stitching or hand stitching there. Here is a picture of us shopping for Christmas presents. Sorry about the glare, guys. So there, I need to get matte photos instead. This is printed on my, not selfie, it's my Epson Picture Mate. I think I need to get matte photo paper because it just really doesn't film very well. I think the glossy photo paper brings out the color more in the photos, but it's just not good for filming because you can see it just has a really bad glare on there, so I apologize. Here, it's just another tuck, a little K&B and Friends printable with a tab, and then some journaling on this side as well. Here you have some more lace, and I just stitched that on, hand stitched it with some black embroidery floss. Here is some tissue paper that I zigzag stitched and I stapled on the number on this page. Here is a little interactive flip. This is a Christmas card that I got from my aunt that she had in her stash and she wasn't going to use, and I thought it looked very vintagey and went with this album, so I did a little tab on the bottom, and then this one comes up like this, and it flips up. This is in their KB and Friends. This is a hit kit. This is a picture that I took of the ornament that we picked up. Here is our new Christmas tree picture, and here is another card. This is a Cartabella cutout, and then I did some journaling on the back. So that just tucks in right here. I love the tucks and the interactive pieces and the flips and all that. It's always so much fun. So here is another pocket that I made. I did some stamping on here with some of the vintage photo ink, doily, some more stickers from Cartabella. This is a zigzag stitched piece of coffee dyed recipe paper. Here, this is a bag that came from Bread Company, and I just cut it down and sewed it together to make a little book. So this is a picture of my dogs in the snow. This is Dutch. Here is the little printable and some cheesecloth, and it opens up like this. So you can see just did some collaging with the different printables, the doilies, the stickers, and then it opens one more time. This one's popped up a little bit on foam, so I thought I'd give it a little more dimension. And then I did my journaling in the middle, another KB and Friends printable. And then you can see, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I stitched all along the top, and I just added some washi tape here and there just to give it a little extra something on some of the sides. And that just tucks in. Here is a picture of me, my parents, and my daughter at breakfast with Santa. Here's just some stickers that are layered up. These are on foam, and then I have the twine here, some buttons, and some cheesecloth. Here is my daughter with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Just another one of the embellishments I slow stitched with some black embroidery floss. My journaling. This is on a coffee filter here. On buttons, some other decorations, Santa, of course. I zigzag some tissue paper. This is that same tissue paper I used on, I don't know, there's a journaling card somewhere back here. I don't remember where it is. But instead of distressing with the vintage photo, I just kept it white this time because there's a lot of white in these photos. Here's just a tag. It has a picture of me, or my parents and my daughter on here with the Christmas tree. So that just clips in with this cute little Christmas tree paper clip. Here's just a picture of my daughter and my dad, getting cookies, and this is just on a piece of vintage music paper. Here, this one's pretty simple. You can see here, this little flippy doodly thing here is something that I made to get prepped for my album. So that is just glued down, and I added a little sticker. Some more just embellishing with the Christmas stickers that I had in Cartabella. Another one of the coffee stained doilies. And then just some pictures of my daughter with Santa. Here, this page, I'm not a huge fan of this page, but that's okay. I'm not gonna like everything in my albums, but this one I thought turned out okay. I just really liked this coffee dyed paper, and I didn't want to cover up the doily, so I was trying to kind of work with that, and it works out okay. It just looks a little haphazard, but you know, that's okay. Here's just a piece that I made ahead of time with some cheesecloth printables and stickers and some other things. This is a vintage Christmas gift tag that I just erased. There's people's names, but they happened to write in pencil, which was perfect. This is just a little flip out, and I wanted to make sure I had the date. I punched that with a little ornament punch and then staple it down. And then I just made a hinge with some of the muslin. This is a picture of my crazy dog. He has little Grinch ears on, or little Max ears on. And here's a little bit of a journaling spot that I did on this. And then it just tucks in right here. Another piece that I made ahead of time, and some more of the lace. Here's another one of those slow stitch or hand stitched embroidered pieces of muslin. Wood veneer, some more ruffly things here. This is a printable from Little Bindi, my crazy cat. Here's another one of the inside pieces. This time I used the hearts. Here's an envelope, just flips open. I did some doilies in the background, some stickers, and added to movies that we watched. And then this album is envelope is altered, and I just wrote down something about the Christmas movies we watched, which ones we liked the best. Again, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of what this turned out to be, but I like the idea of the envelope, so it's okay. I think towards this point, I was kind of like, okay, I'm getting like halfway through, and I was really wanting to get it done. So some of the inspiration doesn't come as easily. Here's just a piece. I kept it pretty simple, but I did want to embellish a little bit more. So I added the lace back here, so it wasn't looking too plain. By this time, it was getting super chunky too, so it was really hard to work in. So I was trying to limit how much layers and things I put on each page. This one I just kept blank. I really like the kitschy looking ornament, so I thought it was pretty cool on there. So here's a picture of my doggies all sitting on the bed. Another one of my stitched words on muslin. And then I have another tuck, little Bindi printable, KB and Friends printable, and then journaling. And this is just some, this music paper back here is just some wrapping paper I got from Tuesday morning. Next page, just a picture of my daughter. This is super simple, just a picture we got when we were at Penny's when we got her photo shoot done for Christmas. Here is some stuff from her school that I don't really want to show too much of, but it's another one of those coffee filters. And I ended up putting on these, what are they called? Sequins. And I thought that was really cute. So the same thing here. I really don't want to show the kids here, but I did do a glued on rubber piece, another KB and Friends printable, and then some more of those sequins. All right, next page. I really like how this page turned out, I think, because I really like this photo and the colors in it. And then I did some stitching with some gold zigzag here with the thread. This is just a cluster I made up with some of those old Christmas seal stamps and some fabric and some lace and trims and all that. And this is another one of the little bendy printables. Another pockets. For these pockets that are empty, I'm going to be adding in everyone's Christmas cards that they gave me this year. So for instance, I'll put this one in here and then a so on. Like I said, the album was really bulky, so I'm trying not to put them in right now so I can show this and then I'll stick them in. Here, I love this photo too. Another one that I really like with the colors in the photo. And the horse was adorable. Did some more zigzag gold stitching. Put my journaling on a KB and Friends printable. And then did my journaling on the computer this time because there's a lot to write and I had a small space, so I needed to make it smaller. Here, it's just a random picture. I feel like I need to do something here, but like I said, I was just kind of filling in at this point. Here is some more hand stitching I did on muslin with some black embroidery floss. Another pocket I will put Christmas cards in. Another one of the tabs. Here is a fun thing I did with like 3 flips, so it's 3 photos. I was thinking about backing these photos, but I never ended up doing that. I probably will just leave them the way they are, and it still serves its purpose of flipping through. Here is some of the journaling, another piece of that little bendy printable. This is some music. This is recipe, coffee dyed recipe paper. Here is a little flip with some washi tape on my journaling. And then this is just a photo of the cookies that I overhung on the page. And then this back side I just backed with some coffee dyed paper. Here is some journaling. This is some of the Hip Kit Alpha sets. This is a little vintage card that I got in the same set that I got some of those Christmas gift tags. Here is a picture of my daughter. I was really loving this gold zigzag thread, so I added some more here. I think it just goes with the colors of the background a lot with the Christmas. And then here is a little trifold flip that if you flip it open, you have the journaling here. This is just some wrapping paper, sticker, and then the journaling. Moving on. So this one is a picture of me wrapping Christmas presents, some more little dangles here with some cheesecloth. These are some more, or this one actually is another vintage tag with some journaling under it. And then this actually came from another Christmas card that my aunt had given me. Here is a tag that I made with some ribbon, some cheesecloth, stickers, and just collaging. And then I put a picture of my kitty cat in the box when he was helping me wrap. And it just happened to be that I had some kitty cat Christmas paper there too. And then some more journaling, another KB and Friends. This is a Hip Kit card that came in the kit. And I just mounted it on some paper. And this just kind of tucks here a little bit. This is a picture of, for Christmas, we got in our jammies, we got all dressed up. And you can see here that I just did some embellishing with the a button and cheesecloth and fabric and things like that. Here is a picture of my doggy. Another one of those vintage cards. I just layered some stuff up, used some coffee filter, and did some stamping, and then I had a sticker and just stapled that card on. And then here is some more pictures from Christmas. I don't really want to show some of the people that are in here, so I'm kind of covering them up a little bit. You can see here I did some layering of fabric and paper and stapled it down, and some stickers and wood veneer, so that was pretty fun. Here, I'm not so worried about these guys so much. Here's some fabric, some ornaments that I made, and I just kind of put these strings hanging off. And I just layered up with the paper and stuff. Here is the Christmas cards from my daughter and us, and then that's just flippy on there. Here is pictures of the Elf on the Shelf. I just put Izzy Antics, that's the name of our elf, and just some of the things that she did this year. Have another one of those fabric tabs with little charms. Here is us at Christmas Day, getting our gifts. And it's just some layering, another one of the little bindi printables. Here's just some more layering of cheesecloth and stuff, some papers and the doily. Again, just kind of at the end, I was trying to keep it as flat as possible, so I didn't do quite as much bulky things. So it's really just flat stickers. I did some typing on a label. This is a piece of paper that I had stamped on. That was the back of that music wrapping paper. Here is just some of the gifts that we received, some stickers, more pictures. And then I did this banner 25, again, just hanging off the strings. I like how they kind of flop out of the album. This again is going to be a pocket that I want to put Christmas cards in. Here's just a simple page. I really like the design on the background of here, so I don't want to do too much. And I think this is right about the time where I wasn't able to film anymore, because as you can see, it's like totally smushing up and it's super hard to film and hold down where you guys can see it. So I don't think you guys have seen these parts actually. So here's just some stamping I did, and then the photo, and then some of the fabric embellishments, and another one of those rubber charms. Here is some more layering I did with the fabric, another Tim Holtz metal embellishment, another one of those Easter seals, and a picture of me. And I kind of like, again, the background here, so I didn't want to do a whole lot with this page. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And then another regular page from the Rudolph book. Here is a picture of my mom getting some jammies, and then a picture of my husband getting a Stanley Cup Blues puck for Christmas, and just some layering, some stickers and things like that. Pretty simple page. Here is another one of those pockets. I didn't do a whole lot with this one. I just had a big sticker that I wanted to use, so I put that on the bottom. I thought it was good for that. Picture of my daughter. I did some silver stitching around this photo, and then did some journaling on the back with some coffee dyed paper. And this is a picture of my mom, my daughter. My mom made this quilt for my daughter for Christmas, so we wanted to get a picture of them on the quilt. And then just some journaling. A sticker. So I thought that turned out really cute. I love the quilt. My daughter's sleeping right now with that right now. Here is just another page from the book. Here's some more page from, it's a music page. Mom, my dad, some more just stickers, keeping it flat like I said, some cheesecloth, and pretty simple. Here is a picture of my daughter. She really loved this beret that she got. I thought she looked really cute in it. She also got that Friends shirt for Christmas. She really, really likes Friends. And just some more layering and embellishing with labels and wood veneers and printables and things like that. Here, I thought this page was pretty cute on its own. I did a little bit with adding some cheesecloth and this little, I think they're called yo-yos or something like that. It was pretty bulky, but I wanted to use it and get out of my stash, so I used it. Here's a picture of my daughter, and then I did the ornaments here. You can see they're hanging, and I wanted them to look like they're part of the strings and the ornaments that are hanging here. And then I just added the number 25 with one of those metal charms. And I really like this page, so I made sure it was in the center of the book, or the center of the signature. Here is a picture of my daughter. We went to go see Wicked, and I did some more embellishing with one of the little bindi printables. Another one of the embellishments I made before the album started with a wood veneer, some paper that's coffee dyed, and some fabric. Here is my daughter again at the Wicked play or musical. And I just did some journaling, some stitching around the card, another one of those rubber charms. And then this is a picture of her and me at the theater. And I thought it was kind of cute. I love this little car with them driving in the presents and stuff like that. And I thought it'd be cute because we were driving to the theater and went to the theater. This is a pocket too. I was thinking about putting a playbill here. I need to find it. I think my daughter has it actually. And I just did some layering with some recipe paper and things like that were coffee dyed. And then I have two more pages that I want to show you guys. This is another embellishment that I made that I was going to use on another page. This is a blank page, and I happen to have this still left, so I just layered it on. I really like this. It has a doily, more dictionary paper, some fabric, another one of those KB and Friends printables, and then I did some stitching on here and then added the button. And then last but not least is a picture of my daughter with our kitty cats all laying together. We have all four of them here, and I put the end, a little gingerbread man, some cheesecloth, and some dictionary paper that's coffee dyed. And I thought that was really cute to end it with all the little kitty cats snuggled in bed. Not really in bed, she's on the couch, but anyway, I thought it was really cute to end it out. So that's pretty much the album. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around. For those that had watched the whole series, I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun sharing this with you and listening to your comments and talking back with you guys and things like that. If you have anything that you want to ask me about the album or something else you want to see better, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Click that bell down at the bottom by the subscribe button, and it will let you know when I have the next video up. Hope to have one up again soon, very, very soon. And thank you guys so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.